Let me tell you something. I've been in this fashion game for 20 bloody years. Through Admark Apparel, I've shipped Eastern and Western wear across the world. I thought I knew every trick in the book, every trend before it even existed. Until my son said, "Papa, you're old school. Talk to ChatGPT." I laughed at first. A computer? Telling me about fashion? Absurd, but that night something clicked. What if I'd put my gut instinct against the machine's cold calculation? So I began a crazy experiment. 30 days where the AI would be my stylist. And right on day one, I got my first shock. The AI understood our East meets West philosophy better than some designers I've hired. Cultural cross-pollination, heritage modernism. Words I've lived for 2 decades. Hearing them from a machine? Terrifying. It felt like this algorithm had read my mind, my entire career, and was reflecting it back to me. Was it just a coincidence? Or was this the beginning of something much, much bigger? I had to find out. The AI started spitting out predictions for 2026, and they were bold. First, it predicted a Digital Phulkari revolution, a hybrid of traditional Punjabi embroidery with modern digital printing. It showed me mock-ups of vibrant, pixelated patterns on contemporary silhouettes. The very next week, I saw an article where Vogue itself said this exact style will explode globally. My jaw dropped. It was one thing to guess, but another to be so specific and so right. Next, it proposed sustainable Tech-Saris. Imagine traditional saris woven with smart fabrics that can adapt to temperature, or even change color with a tap on your phone. A perfect blend of sustainability and our priceless heritage. I'd always thought of tech and tradition as separate worlds, but the AI showed me how they could not just coexist, but elevate each other. The possibilities felt endless. It wasn't just about making clothes anymore. It was about inventing the future of what we wear. Then it predicted something that made my heart skip a beat. Digital Ajrak meets minimalist streetwear. We had been experimenting with that exact concept, trying to translate the iconic Cindy block prints onto modern, clean-cut streetwear. It was a secret project, something we felt was our unique edge. A client took us 3 weeks to understand the vision. ChatGPT solved it in seconds. The accuracy was unreal. It wasn't guessing. It was analyzing millions of data points, runway shows, street-style blogs, social media trends, cultural shifts, and connecting dots that a human mind might take months to see. That was the moment I realized this wasn't a toy. This was a weapon. But let's be clear, it wasn't all perfect. The AI also had some truly terrible ideas. At one point, it suggested a color combination of neon green with deep maroon. Please, that's not fashion, that's visual trauma. It was a stark reminder that while an AI can see patterns, it doesn't have taste. It lacks the refined aesthetic sense that comes from years of experience, from seeing how colors play in different lights on different skin tones. It also had some serious cultural sensitivity blind spots. It suggested turning sacred motifs, patterns that carry deep spiritual and historical meaning, into casual, everyday wear. That's a huge mistake. That's where real, human experience matters. You can't code respect for tradition. You can't program an understanding of what is sacred and what is not. That knowledge is passed down through generations, and it's our duty as designers to protect it. And its biggest flaw? The one-size-fits-all fallacy. I can analyze global trends, but it doesn't understand local nuances. What works in Milan doesn't always work in Mumbai. What's celebrated in New York might be misunderstood in Karachi. It doesn't know the local climate, the cultural events, the specific tastes of a community. But I do, and that's a power no algorithm can take away. Armed with these insights, the good, the bad, and the ugly, we created a new fusion collection. We took the AI's strongest predictions, like the Digital Phulkari, and corrected them with our human touch, our cultural knowledge. We shipped the samples to New York last month, and the response was insane. Buyers who had been lukewarm before were suddenly clamoring for our Pakistani Digital Phulkari hybrids. They called it fresh, innovative, the future. Imagine that. An AI in San Francisco helping a designer in Karachi sell to a buyer in London. The world suddenly felt smaller, more connected. After 30 days with AI, I learned one painful, beautiful truth. AI can predict trends, but it can't feel fabric. It can't run its hand over the intricate weave of a handloom textile and understand its story. It can't understand the emotional weight of a mother's wedding sari passed down to her daughter. And it certainly can't share a cup of chai with the artisans who have embroidered these beautiful patterns for generations, whose laughter and stories are woven into every single thread. Technology is a powerful tool, but humanity is the soul. So how did we actually implement this into our business? We started with what we called an AI audit. We used it to analyze our past designs against market data. The results were staggering. We were able to cut our sampling costs by 35% because we were no longer just guessing. Our design hit rate, the number of samples that actually went into production, jumped from 1 in 5 to 1 in 3. That's a massive improvement. Our new workflow is a hybrid model. The AI generates initial concepts and patterns based on trend data. Then, our human designers step in. They refine the concepts, correct for cultural nuances, and add that irreplaceable touch of artistry and soul. We also use AI for global market testing. It recently flagged that Phulkari-inspired prints were exploding in Scandinavia. Who would have guessed? We quickly created a targeted collection, and it's been one of our best sellers. So here's my roadmap for fashion in 2026. First, start small, but think big. You don't need a massive budget. Just start experimenting. Second, embrace the East-West fusion. The world is hungry for authentic, modern interpretations of rich cultural heritage. And third, build your AI human dream team. Don't see technology as a threat. See it as your most powerful collaborator. 2026 belongs to the designers who learn to dance with AI instead of fearing it. Let me tell you something. The future of fashion isn't machines replacing designers. It's designers who use machines becoming unstoppable. It's about merging 20 years of gut instinct with the power of infinite data. It is about taking the soul of Karachi and making it resonate on the streets of New York. Your 2026 breakthrough? It starts today. Start your journey. Thank you for watching.